Hi guys and welcome to the JKT Radio Podcast, where all your bad jokes go out the window and we sacrifice all of the electronics that refuse to work to the balcony gods.
Oh, we've included the balcony gods this time.
I am your childlike host who forgot to start a timer, and is slowly dying into tomorrow, Kira. And I got with me, I got an old man.
Yeah, I'm slowly falling off my chair, but I'm trying to fix it.
Cozy pants.
With some cozy pants on.
Oh, with my cozy pants.
So
I thought you said close my pants. I can't. I'm sorry.
I also have Victoria.
Hi.
And a Diven. Who's a dead frog.
Yeah.
What was that?
Are you
concerned.
reinstating that you are indeed a frog?
That's not a frog noise.
Meow.
Okay, well,
Okay.
that's further from a frog noise.
We don't know what he is.
I found a Chrissy.
Hi, I exist.
We'd like to apologize for if I remember to upload the episode ever of last week. Our system crashed and no one noticed.
Yeah, it only recorded half of it, and that was on my bad. I have a almost 10-year-old laptop and system.
Yeah.
Well,
So
Stop.
There
I'm
is a
still trying to figure
solution.
out
There
which
are
one is
solutions.
broken.
There's a solution.
The program we're using is at least like 3 years old, so it should be okay. If
Yeah,
that.
but
No.
your laptop is 10 years old.
Okay, but the program is new.
I would still like to
That
point out
doesn't matter that it's on old software.
We're going to leave this
Regardless,
argument out of
moving
the
on.
podcast.
it'd go
and
off
leave
the window.
The technical difficulties do not belong in the talking
No, they
things.
don't.
No.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Do we have any topics we want to start off with?
Well, it is Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I've had nothing but good luck today.
Oh.
I had bad luck in waking up very late and going to bed very late last night.
Yeah, and me
Well,
coming to
see,
your
that's
house
just
and
your
scolding
everyday.
you.
No, it's not. I don't want it to be.
Well,
Yeah, see, you don't want it to be, but it is your everyday.
That's just how my brain works.
the reason I brought it up was because I actually wanted to know, like, if you guys are superstitious and or if you, like, have any superstitions.
Oh, I am
Oh,
super
It's very
superstitious.
funny because my mom actually asked me on the way driving me home today. If
I'm
I
about
was
to sneeze.
superstitious.
I
I'm
have
just
funny
like,
stories
no,
about
not
this. So
really.
superstitions, like
3, 2, 1.
There it is.
I thought the mic was broken
Oh,
for...
3.
Oh, man.
Can we get a 4?
Nope, I'm good.
Oh, man.
I have funny
Bless
stories
you.
about superstitions. Like, one of the big famous ones is black cats. I grew up with a black cat for my entire life, and I happen to feel that I myself am a very lucky person.
I want to point out
What?
that the black cat one was actually a myth.
because
They're
it was
supposed...
because of
It's
witchcraft.
always, they're all a myth. That's why they're superstitions.
Some of them were based off of actual like things.
Okay,
Like,
but I mean, like walking under a ladder.
well, it's
opening an umbrella
dangerous.
Inside.
Yeah,
It's
like
dangerous.
some
Not
of them were.
superstition. But
Yeah, it was supposed to be like this is dangerous,
Yeah.
And it
and
became
then
a
it
superstition.
became a superstition.
But the black cat one is because it was black cats were associated with witchcraft and empowering women and shit like that. So yeah, they
So
became,
more like bitchcraft.
Bitches.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like, because modern day, though, they are just superstitions, is what I'm talking about. And I grew up with a black cat.
Yeah.
And again, very lucky person. I also worked at a store where I would constantly walk under ladders all the time.
Payless.
No.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that shit's just not safe.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, there were super heavy high ladders.
That's more dangerous.
Regardless.
Okay, no, they weren't gonna fall on top of me or anything.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I walked under them, like,
Well,
for
clearly
over a
we do
year.
know that. She's still here.
Yeah.
Is
Like
she
they-
though?
Ghost.
Yes, I'm in your nightmares, Devin.
Well, we know Victoria's stance on.
Okay. Sorry, I just have two more. I have another story. One I do kind of believe in is opening umbrellas inside. I did that twice in my life, and both times I cracked my teeth.
Well,
The same day, a few hours afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had people do that to me when I worked retail, and I walked over and I slammed it to the floor, and I said no. And I was the worker and they were customers. I freaked. I hate umbrellas opening indoors. I hate it.
It's so
I
bad.
freaked
I
out.
truly don't believe that that's a thing, but that was creepy how I cracked my teeth the same day I opened an umbrella inside.
No, I freaked out and I
Twice.
smacked it. And they're like, well, how do I know what it looks like? Like, there's a fucking picture. You can see the design on the umbrella without opening. And it's bad luck. And you're like,
That is very true.
yeah, and you could poke somebody's eye. Not
They-
even counting the bad luck thing. You could poke somebody's eye out with that.
I mean, you can do that walking along the sidewalk with an umbrella.
I almost hit Devin in the head a few times. with
Multiple
that.
times.
So that's.
But there's more space outside.
If you're in a park, you are with a fence.
Well, then that's your own fault.
Yeah, I feel like if you walk into an umbrella outside, that's on you. But I feel like if somebody opens up an umbrella inside and it takes someone's face
What
off.
if you're in a giant area with like one other person?
Don't open
inside?
umbrellas inside.
Just don't do it.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: don't be a fucking dingus.
Unless it starts raining inside,
Which
don't
is
open an
concerning.
umbrella inside.
No.
You
Well,
have
hey,
bigger
fire
problems.
sprinklers.
Okay, well, yes.
Or
Get a bucket.
You could be in Hogwarts.
Get a bucket
Yes.
Bucket.
to cover yourself.
No,
No,
to,
you-
to
To
catch
put
the
under
drops.
the water.
When you
If
put
it's
it
a
under your
sprinkler, it's
hole.
not gonna drip straight down.
If there's a fire sprinkler, then get outside because that place is on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if it's just smoke?
Well, then still get outside.
Yeah,
You
you don't
still-
wanna die
Forget
of
the bucket.
inhalation. How did we get onto here?
Superstitions.
Superstitions.
And I'm just being argumentative right now.
Yeah. I am actually like really super. Not with the black cats. The black cat thing is bullshit. And actually, there's belief that black cats with green eyes were lucky, especially if you pet them like 10 times. But maybe that was just like me. Like
Maybe a black cat, brought that up just so he could get
Also,
pets.
Specific
you
black
have-
cat.
They have to be able to
That was yours.
withstand being petted at least 10 times.
Yeah, see,
was-
your cat's weird won't do that. My cat will love you till the ends of time.
Yeah, my
Which
cat was
one?
like, though.
Half of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
including Luna.
Luna for everyone but Kira.
Yeah, Luna loves me.
Snowcloud will love you. She'll screech at you at first because you woke her up
Rags.
probably. Rags
Won't let
is
you
your
stop.
new best friend.
Yeah, I am really superstitious. I don't, and I have like my thing about lines and not stepping on them and like
Yeah.
I don't like.
What's your
Yeah,
opinion
see,
on
I do that too, but I think that's more of an OCD
that's
thing.
Yeah,
entirely
that's not.
OCD.
Yeah, I don't really believe that's like the break the mother's back thing. But
Yeah.
like, I can't stand that one or like
Yeah.
certain numbers. But it's funny because actually 13, even though I hate the number 3, I deliberately made 13 my lucky number to spite everybody because I was an edgy teenager.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Hey.
I like that.
I don't know, man. I've never had problems with the day. Like today has been an awesome day for me.
Yeah,
It's
today's
been
fine.
great.
Today's
I've
been good for me, yeah.
I've duckling the right person. I got put on a list to be full time.
Nice!
Hey.
Congratulations!
I might be a melter associate, and I get to melt chocolate by hand.
Chocolate.
I duckling the right person. They asked if I wanted to learn, and I was like,
Yes. Give me all the chocolate.
yes.
Let me dip my fingers into tea.
Ugh.
Obviously don't, but yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. That's nasty.
It's
like,
hot
I
water.
know
It's hot chocolate.
it's hot.
Hot lava?
It is hot
Basically.
lava.
Basically is,
It's always
yeah.
hot lava.
You could
God.
probably destroy the one ring inside some of those, so you know.
I got to play with a knife all day.
Oh well, that's dangerous.
Wow.
Are we
Kira.
heading into story time with Kira?
Yeah, are we starting this now?
Do you want to do it now or do you want to do it later?
Well, you've already kind of started it.
you
Yeah.
already have.
Well, no. I was just saying it's been a good day. I had fun.
Yes, but you started to talk about knives, and now we're
That is very
concerned.
true, and we're all very concerned.
Oh no, I'm just excited.
Well, that's-
Knives are fun. It was
Who
only
did you
like
stab?
no one.
Damn
She's
it.
very sad
She
about
says
this.
sad that she didn't stab someone.
Actually, to be honest, I did almost stab my supervisor by accident. Because
I'm sure.
No. I was holding the knife. So if I'm holding it, my thumb is up. The knife blade is facing down, and that's
Yeah.
how I held the knife.
Because that's how you're supposed to carry
That's
it.
how I was supposed to carry it. And that's actually how I was using it because I needed to use
think I
my
just burped
index
into the mic.
and my thumb for what I was doing.
I think I burped.
So I went to go grab
Earlier.
something with my hands, and the knife was sticking out.
Oh no.
And there was no one beside me originally. Like, this is an empty space. There should be no one. Supervisor comes up and reaches her arm across. I'm like, oh my
Don't
god,
do
you
that.
almost got stabbed. And she's like, what? And I was just like, I'm holding the knife out. And she's like, oh. And I was like, you gave me this knife. You knew what I was doing. Why did you stand there? She's
my
like,
God.
I forgot you had the knife.
Yeah. I've burnt myself by being stupid and reaching across things I shouldn't have done.
Chrissy, you've told me so many stories of how you've burnt yourself.
I'm very stupid, okay?
Yes,
We have
you
dumb buddies.
Well, I've told the story about how I burnt myself
With the
I guess-
cheese?
Yeah, with the cheese.
With the
so, you know.
cheese.
Yeah. Did I wind up telling the story about when I reached across and like was grabbing for cookies and brushed my arm against a hot iron?
I think I've heard that.
I probably have. Yeah, so okay. Okay, so I guess this is right now story time with Chris, but
We've
Story
changed.
time with Chris.
basically, okay, so when I was in like I think it was like grade 10, grade 11, something like that. What are you doing? You're fixing my ring. Okay. I was part of like this theater group and we were doing I was part of the costuming department. And so one of the things we were doing is that we had to iron down these flaps for this patch that we had to sew onto a costume so that they could be able to rip it off later on in the show. Well, the problem is that I was stupid. And they left me in charge of one of the irons to iron down these flaps, which they should not have done because I should be wrapped in bubble wrap. And I put it down upright. And like they had these bags of like those really dry cookies, like the really awful Mr. Christie's cookies that just don't taste very good. And
the plain
I
Chips
think I know
Ahoy
what you
one.
mean.
yeah, they're really bad.
They aren't nice.
I just reached across, and I probably do still have the burn somewhere. I think it was on this arm, my right arm, because I have another one on my left arm. It's really old now, though, but it's mostly gone, I think. Yeah, it's gone. I don't know. All I know is I reached across, and I just kind of brushed my wrist against the hot iron, and then I just had, like, stripe bubbles on my arm.
Ow.
Dude,
Yeah.
you were a zebra.
I was a zebra. I also have another burn on my arm from dropping a tray on my arm when I was cooking in class. I'm not very smart.
School didn't like you.
No, okay.
No.
I think cooking doesn't like her.
I was afraid of the oven for valid reasons.
Yeah.
Nobody should let me near hot things or anything really, considering I fell over. You know those dollies?
Oh, yeah.
I know dollies.
Yeah, I was walking backwards and looking at my phone, and then I kind of tripped over it and like landed right on it because I'm stupid like that at work. Like Thursday, the other day.
The other
I
day.
did this
Oh,
the
that
other day.
actually reminds me of a story my brother did.
Oh.
So, this was back when I was working construction days.
Oh.
Oh no, this is gonna
So-
go bad.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. It was fine. So we were on. We were doing siding for a condo complex, and we were just like on the ground floor, maybe like 3 feet up on a little workhorse, and we're just going along, and he's showing me like how to hammer. What the goddamn is going on over there?
We're tickling Devin.
Fuck's sake! Stop it!
No.
No.
We touch. We tickle.
Okay.
Well,
Anyways.
kinky.
Yeah, so we're both up on this little workhorse thing that's about 3 feet up off the ground. He's showing me like where to put the nails and everything. And he's just like side shuffling along, and then he's not paying attention.
Oh no.
He ran out of
He
roof, didn't he?
proceeds to put his foot onto a phantom ledge that's up there. Just falls backwards, but it was the most
Wile E.
like,
Coyote.
like slow motion, like comically, like
Oh no.
Straight up like Wile E. Coyote
it was
Looney Tunes shit.
hilarious to watch. And it's
Fly, you
it's
fools!
I was just silent, and he was silent, and as soon as I like heard a noise that wasn't pain, I just burst out laughing. It was just the funniest thing, and then we found out like I think the next day or a day later that he actually like broke a couple things in his wrist as well.
Oh.
So it was,
Not
like,
surprising.
that was funny.
Still funny.
Oh, it was hilarious.
What was and you had a we were talking stories.
We were talking stories. This was a good segue. This is funny.
Sorry, I just want to say, honey, you have another story too.
Which one?
How you fell from the tree?
Sorry?
You fell out of a tree?
I didn't break anything though.
You got stung by bees, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, gotta
Good
tell this
one.
one.
All right, another story.
This is the story of the Pains podcast.
I know. So me and an old buddy of mine, we were climbing a giant tree that was out front of this place, and we're going along, and then all of a sudden he just stops because he gets a bad feeling,
Uh-oh.
and he's like, I'm gonna climb back down, but I'm just like, no, I'm gonna fucking keep going. I gotta reach the top of this thing. So I just keep going, not paying attention. All of a sudden, I
Bad
reach the
decision.
top. I am face to face with a goddamn like bee's nest or hornet's nest or something.
Oh no.
The funny and kind of scary thing about this, the only thing I remember after seeing the bee's nest is looking up from the ground, looking up at the tree. So I think I must have blacked out, fallen all the way down, which was probably like 30 feet in the air.
Holy shit. And you
Just
didn't
all-
break anything.
I didn't break a thing. Just all of a sudden, I'm just laying on the ground, looking up at the tree.
How did I
like,
get here?
How did I get here? And then we both run in the house, and like I think I had like a sting on my forehead. I had one on my neck. It was
Oh.
a bad
Thank
time.
God you're not allergic.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
know, it was so funny.
Because, like, I am allergic,
I
and
think
that's
I might be allergic
terrifying.
too. So
I've never been stung, so I
me
don't know.
too.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
never been stung either.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Oh, actually, that's a lie. I have been stung.
yeah, my mom is definitely allergic. Like if she gets stung anywhere below, like above the waist, like it's definitely.
Seriously.
I've never been stung before, so
Yeah, my aunt is definitely allergic, and my mom is pretty allergic. But
Yeah.
for me, so far mildly allergic because the last time I was stung and like anywhere up above the neck, it was like when I was like in kindergarten, and it was like in my ear. Actually, I got stung at one point, which was painful. I don't remember anything except being like screaming in pain and like getting like this black. I just remember like this black or dark brown vial that they had to give me or something like that. I mean, this is memories of like me when I was like 5-6 years old.
Yeah.
So, but I remember every single time I get bit or stung by a bee, I swell up
Bit?
a lot. You can get bit by a bee.
You can
Oh.
get bitten.
It
It depends on the breed.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah, I just recalled I have been stung. I was a dumb child.
Yes, you were.
we've
Well, I
we've
mean,
acknowledged
We've
this.
established that a
Yeah.
long time ago.
I mean, I fell from a 30-foot tree.
It
so
is
I'm dumb as
known.
well.
It's just known.
This is like 3-year-old Kira dumb.
Oh,
okay.
no.
And you know, I was doing the adorable child thing where you would just log roll down hills.
Oh, I love
yeah.
that.
That was fun. Except the hill I was
Uh-oh.
on was like in a patch of daisies.
Oh no.
So I had
no.
rolled onto a bee. I still have the mark.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this little bump on my knee. It's where I got rolled right into the stinger. Like it didn't mean to sting me. I just rolled onto
Yeah,
it.
I've been there.
And we had to pry it out, but it left a dent, man.
Yeah.
There's a permanent lump in my knee.
I had something similar when I was a kid because there used to be a apple tree nearby where I was living.
Apples.
And me and my brother, we would always go like collecting apples in like I don't know, like July, August, whenever they were like ripe and always falling from the ground. But keeping in mind, I'm fucking terrified of bees for obvious reasons.
Fair reasons.
But I just remember like bending over at one point, and like the next thing I knew, like when I looked later, I had like a massive like that patch that got stung was like so swollen. It was like a freaking island on my knee, or not even my knee, like my mid thigh, and it's just like yeah. I don't like bees.
I don't think anyone does really,
Actually, I remember.
bees.
It's
unless you're not stung.
it's not a story. It's not my story, but it was my dad's story. Telling me about one time. I guess he was working out in our yard, and he put his hand. He grabbed a pair of gloves and he put his hand inside. There was a wasp inside
Yep.
the glove.
Oh
Yep.
God!
So I don't think it actually stung him, but it
wow.
made its presence known.
I mean, those,
Well,
those
yeah,
bastards
I'd
will sting
imagine.
you if you look at them wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If
wasps
you look
are
at them,
assholes.
actually.
Wasps
No.
are
Wasps
bastards.
are mean.
Yeah.
Hornets are assholes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They look the same. All I know is that if it doesn't look big and fuzzy and bubbling, I'm terrified.
No, hornets look a lot different than wasps.
Are
Yeah,
they the ones?
Hornets are like this big.
They're terrifying.
Wait, are
They
hornets?
look like spiders with wings.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ones with the extended butt is the hornet.
Extend the butt.
Yeah, the extended butt. You know, where it has like the body, and then it has a bootylicious butt.
Oh, so like what I have.
No.
No.
Oh God.
I know what Chris is talking about, and I think so, yes.
Oh.
Like, to me, they look like spiders with wings.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what look like spider with wings, and I'm terrified of them, even though they're absolutely harmless.
Oh, mayflies?
Similar crane flies.
Yeah, that's not what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
I hate. You look up a picture because I've looked up a picture already
Crane
this
flies
week.
are terrifying.
I've already looked up a picture this week, and I can't stand to look at these
crane
things.
fly?
Yeah,
I think I know what it is. I think it's a similar to
Oh,
a mayfly.
I've
mosquito eaters.
I know
yeah.
those
Mosquito
as
hawks.
I know them as a different name.
Yeah, they're
Mayflies.
No, mayflies are different.
Horsefly?
No.
No, horseflies are big
Dim boys.
because
Oh yeah, I know.
they're also known as
yeah.
mosquito. Nope, don't show me. I don't
I was
like them.
trying to show
Oh, I hate
Victoria.
them too. They're
Mosquito hawks.
completely harmless.
They're
but They're
terrifying.
terrified. They're giant.
Yeah.
I can't stand the things. I can't even look at them. They make me uncomfortable. I'm terrified of them.
Giant mosquitoes is what I've.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
know them as mosquito eaters, mosquito hawks, crane flies. I was
Yeah,
told
no,
at one
I
point that they
grew
were
up
male
knowing them as,
mosquitoes.
giant mosquitoes, I think.
Because I was always told that the female mosquitoes were the ones that bit you, and then those ones were the male mosquitoes. Even though that was false.
That
I
is
still
completely
can't
wrong.
find a good picture of what I'm thinking. Apparently, it's not a hornet. What I'm thinking about, at least.
Yellow jacket, maybe?
Yellow jacket.
Oh, like
Those
from
things
Ant-Man.
are terrifying.
Oh, sweetie.
Babe,
Sweetie. Darling.
you're cute.
We love you.
No, it's still a yellow jacket.
Yes, but no.
There's bees, there's bumblebees,
That's a
there's
yellow jacket. That's not
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of.
wasps. That's not a yellow
Are you sure?
jacket.
Yellow insect. Like what? It says that right there.
Okay. There's like several different breeds of yellow jackets. Let's
Anyways.
stop with insects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's stop with this.
Let's go back
This
onto
is bugging me
story
now,
time
so
with
I'm gonna
Kira.
keep on looking.
Bugging.
through this,
So-
but-
So
Oh my god.
I was setting up stuff for Chinese New Year,
Oh, yeah,
yes.
that's
like
right.
the good luck boxes, and it was like a sticky tape thing. So I had to drive the knife into the tape, peel it off, and close it. That's all I did for like 4 hours. was great. But I had the knife. I got to play with the knife for 4 hours. A not pain story. This is the story time of Kira I forgot to tell last week, and thankfully I did not. So I came across 2 of the weirdest things that I thought had died.
Uh-oh.
Like, I thought this was no longer a human trait, and it should be dead.
Uh-oh.
And I was mildly shocked.
I am intrigued and kind
and
of
then
concerned.
excited because I got stuff out of it.
Oh, okay.
So I went to a bar.
Right.
This is when I drank my cold away.
Oh yeah.
I drank all weekend.
Oh, that's not healthy, but okay.
It killed my cold.
Well,
Fair
I mean,
enough.
Yeah.
I drank my body late in vodka.
sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah,
It
fair
did.
enough.
Killed a few brain cells and my cold.
Mood.
So we were in a bar. We were in technically a club. We were doing karaoke
Uh-oh.
in the gay bar.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
that's gonna be fun.
The best place to do karaoke.
Yeah.
Is in a gay bar.
100%.
It is 100% because the karaoke in this bar is one room where everyone's in there, and it is a tiny
yes.
room.
Yeah.
It
I went to
is,
a gay club once. They're so fun because like nobody actually like tries to bother you.
No one hits on you.
It's so nice.
Okay, now here's the part that was funny. So I had left the room to add the next song because we were a group, and when we put a song in, we always
Also,
put it under Barnabas.
one
so
interruption. Victoria, please stop showing us pictures of bees.
Yeah, stop.
Do we need
Seriously.
to revoke your
We've
phone
I'm
moved-
privileges?
terrified.
We've moved on. It's time for you.
I have not. Whatever.
Moving on.
Continue.
So I went to go put the next song in, and I put it in as Barnabas because we all know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no questions asked. But there's another group in this bar, led
Nipples.
by I call him the Fox Man
Oh no.
because he had a white button-up shirt, and from far away it looked like little black dots, but they were actually tiny little fox heads. So he was the
God.
Fox Man. I love.
he would have been Barnabas's best friend.
I wanted this shirt. I wanted to ask several times where he got it, but he was too drunk. I did actually eventually ask him, but he was too drunk. He couldn't remember.
Yeah.
He actually had to look down and do the thing where, what am I wearing?
I mean, I do that on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I went out to go put the next song in, and he was in front of me. He had broken the machine.
Oh no.
Like, it had froze.
Oh.
It's an old machine. It's like 10 years old, and the only one.
Oh jeez.
So he was behind. He turned around and was talking to me. He's probably in his 30s, me in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
And he's like, I trust you. And I'm like, this is not a sentence I like the start of. That is what I said. I said this out loud. We had both been drinking a lot. Like, this is a sentence I don't like the start of. He's like, no. And he pulls out his wallet and he hands me money. And he's like, I trust you. Can you go to the bartender and get me a Lucky? And it was some kind of beer.
Okay.
And he's like, and get yourself a drink.
Oh.
That's
I was like,
a terrible decision,
what?
man.
You're giving me money to buy you a drink. And he's like, yes. I was like,
Are you sure?
what is this voodoo? This doesn't exist anymore. People don't buy other people drinks.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
This doesn't happen.
Who does he think he is? Commander Shepard?
Obviously.
Like, he straight up gave you his wallet?
No, he pulled money out of his
Okay, I
wallet.
was like,
Yeah, that's a little bit insane.
But, like,
Yeah, but-
still.
that's...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
You're trusting
How?
a stranger you have met an hour ago with your money to buy you alcohol in a bar. Which is very dangerous to not see your
Yeah.
alcohol ever.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, though, I think, like, generally those who are, like, assigned female first usually are more concerned about that kind of thing than, like,
Yeah.
guys tend to
that is
be.
true, yeah.
Still.
yeah, no, absolutely, still. But
Crazy.
we're trained...
I got free alcohol out of it.
Yeah, we're trained
there you
more
go.
to like keep.
Damn.
We're trained more to keep an eye on our drinks than men typically are.
Yeah, I was happy I got free alcohol out of it. Now here's part 2 of this funny business.
Oh no.
So my friend was with me and she had gone to the bar to actually buy herself a drink. It was her birthday we were celebrating.
Oh yeah.
That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to go for drinks at the gay bar.
I mean,
Why
yes.
not? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
It was a good night. It was a very good night.
I believe it.
I always hear such positive things about people who go to gay bars.
The best one, there's 2 big ones.
Was this downtown?
Yeah, this is downtown on
Okay.
Davie Street. So it was technically a club.
Which one?
There's celebrities.
Yes, I know that one.
I know that one.
There was a line of a mile long.
Of
course
we
there
went
was.
to the one like a few doors down called Numbers, and it was 100%
one.
better.
I think I've been that. I think that was the one I went to once.
It's you walk in and there's a dance floor right there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you go all the way to the top, there's karaoke. It's like
Maybe.
5 floors or something stupid.
I went there once with Sarah, I think. I don't remember.
It's a good time. So it turns out his friend had bought our birthday girl a drink because he budged in line by accident. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me buy you a drink." So we both walk over and we got our free drinks, and he's like, "Just look at us." They're like, "How'd you both manage to get free drinks out of us?" and I just kind of I leaned back because I was drunk. I was in a full Barnabas.
Oh no.
I just leaned back. I'm like, because they were just that charming, darling. just
See, like,
I had to come back.
Yeah.
this is why gay bars are like the best. I don't even go out to bars.
Yeah.
I've never been to a gay bar, but now I really
neither
want
have
to
I
go.
really want to.
Devin, Trevor, let's go to the gay bar
Let's
and
go
do
to a gay
karaoke.
bar.
Let's
Trevor,
go do karaoke.
Trevor,
Yes.
bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
This is gonna
Can
be
we
a-
be invited to the bachelor
I
party?
want to go to this.
Here.
You're
You can-
I can go to both.
So you can just happen to be there.
Yeah,
Hey.
I can go to both. I'm technically both. I'm neither, so therefore
you
I'm
go.
both.
You can't.
The non-binary loophole.
Yes.
Non-binary loophole. Can we do the Kira loophole of is Kira a man or a woman?
Kira is Barnabas.
Kira's Barnabas.
So when Kira is Barnabas, Barnabas can go to the bachelor party.
That's not safe. That is the least
That is-
safe place
yeah,
for Barnabas.
That's the
That's the
That
best
is
place
the
for Barnabas.
100% least safe place for anyone within vicinity of Barnabas.
Are you okay?
I had to burp, and now I can't.
Oh, that's
Oh
great.
no, it's good.
Um,
It's gonna come later
So the
on.
other thing, it is still to do with my lovely Foxman friend.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yes.
god.
This is several hours later, like we'd all been screaming karaoke.
Yeah, pull it closer.
Closer.
Come a little closer.
So his group was about to leave, so he's at the door. He's like, wait, you. Because I was sitting next to the door. He's like, come with me. And I'm like, concerned.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned. He's like, no, come with me. He's like, I paid for these songs already, and I like your group. You guys are awesome. Because we were bored. We were singing backup vocals for every song
Nice.
possible that we knew the lyrics to. And he's like, can you do these 2 songs for us? Because I paid for them, and I want someone who will appreciate them to have them. And I look over, and I'm like, well, what'd you pick? He's like, this one and this one. I'm like, you gave us Dancing Queen? He's like, yeah.
What was the other one?
It was some country song. I can't remember what it was. I did know all the words.
Old Town Road.
No,
Oh,
it was
God.
Brooks and Garth Brooks or Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, Garth Brooks.
It was one of those 2 artists, and I can't tell you what the name of the song was because I
Okay.
don't remember, but I knew it all. It was fine.
I'm gonna look up like songs that you would probably know.
All of them?
No, like Garth Brooks or like Brooks Dunn.
All of them?
Yes, but I'm gonna look up.
Like
Or
you.
just top hits at
But anyway,
least.
I feel
Yeah.
like we're ignoring the fact that you guys got Dancing Queen, which is like,
I was so excited.
oh man,
I did full on Barnabas, and because it's a tiny ass room, I just stole several people in the room and started dancing with them.
Yeah,
with
that
the
sounds like-
microphone.
That sounds like Barnabas.
Yeah, I just went full Barnabas.
so basically you pulled a Barnabas without giving
Was it? Wait,
anyone
was it?
STDs.
It couldn't have been the Thunder Rolls, right?
No,
Okay, because that's like my
No,
favorite.
that's not dancey.
no, there was some not dancey songs.
No,
I think
no.
my favorite song that played, we didn't know was on the
I
karaoke
forgot I
list,
love this song.
or we would have picked it. It's a song by the Scissor Sisters called "I Can't Decide."
Yes,
Okay.
I love that song.
It's a good song. But our friend
Friends in
knows
Low
this as
Places.
this is the Kira song. This is Kira's song, and they're like, "Oh, if we knew, we would have played it." I'm
That
like,
is Kira's song. That's totally Kira's
it is
song.
Kira's song. We saw it and they were like, "Oh yes!" And I had to sing it with Foxman.
Nice.
It was bad. You still trying to burp, are there, darling?
Yes.
You still trying, darling?
I'm still over here looking at the songs like.
I'll text them later and see if they answer to remember.
We're moving on, Chrissy.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm still gonna look.
Ah, see, you know how it feels now.
Yeah, well.
See, she's not looking up gross bugs.
And
Yeah.
I'm not showing them to be.
Yeah,
Bugs.
to be fair,
Whatever.
she's looking up Garth Brooks songs, not
Yeah.
bugs.
I'm not
of
sure if it was Brooks
horror.
and Dunn's or Garth.
And that's why I'm
Brooks.
looking at both.
It's bothering me now.
I
But yeah,
forgot
that was-
how much I really loved.
that was my
Was it
weekend.
Boots Squeak and Boogie?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
I would have known that one. I sang that at work.
It pains me because I want to like I want to sing that line, but I can't.
You can't.
Right?
Damn it!
I mean, other people get away with it, but like,
We don't want to take
We're
that
not
chance.
other people.
No, we're too small still.
yeah.
Um,
Okay,
But
whatever.
one day you should like, comment, and subscribe and get us to that point.
And by
Get us
one
that
day, we
point.
mean today.
Get us to that point, and we can actually maybe buy the song for a little bit and
See, there
do
we
something
go.
with it. We could.
We could.
That's a thing you can do.
We could
Yep.
just.
I believe that.
Then we can have a reason to scream out "Kiss from a Rose."
Yes.
No.
Oh my god.
Please no.
Amongst others.
Yeah,
I heard that at work.
I just want to call
First
attention
thing
to the
yesterday
fact that
morning.
Victoria finally burped.
I tried not to do it loudly.
And she burped right on my shoulder.
Oh.
Would you rather be in the mic or on you?
I mean,
I
honestly,
mean,
yes.
You can look another way.
yeah.
Well, my head is already facing this direction. So.
Yeah, I mean, to be
Okay.
fair, it was the most convenient place. And
Sweetie. Sweetie.
that's okay. I farted on your couch countless times. So,
And it's Candid Hour with the podcast.
That.
And with all that, let's have a word from our sponsors.
Oh, yes, I don't have my tablet.
Well,
Yeah,
then just do it from the top.
Free 4 minute.
Okay. So hey, Christmas is coming, and my arms are splayed all over the
They
place, but
are.
you can't see it. So this is how it's gonna go. Christmas is coming, and what better gift to get your significant
him
other or special person in your life than to get some comfy clothing and simultaneously help conservation efforts for the environment.
Yeah, we are gonna get him the tablet.
Yeah.
I know.
He,
I
he,
tried.
he needs
I
his
can't.
read. He needs to be a sponsor read.
I can't improv.
no more speaking lines for you.
Do your voice.
But give me a script and I'll nail the shit out of it.
Do your voice.
Yeah, that's,
It's
we,
coming.
we've already proved I can't do that.
It's coming. I need filler.
Well, we are filler.
We're the filliest of filler.
We've-
Just like them pies.
I want pie.
Them
I
delicious
don't
pies.
like pie.
Why don't you like pie?
What's
I
wrong-
don't
Why
like-
don't you like pies?
I don't like cake
Weirdo?
either.
What?
I-
Okay,
I see.
well,
I
I'm
don't
not a
like
fan of
cake.
cake, but I love pie.
You don't like cake?
Okay, it's too
Right.
cakey.
Like what?
It's too cakey.
It's too cakey.
What?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
can something be too much of what it is?
How?
It's too cakey.
How
Too
am
cakey.
I in a room with 3 people
We're the
who
actual.
don't like cake?
I've
See, but I
actually
like
met
Yeah,
ice
but
cream
see,
cake.
It's 3
Crap, who
against 2
doesn't
who
like-
don't like cake, so ha.
What the
I actually know another person who doesn't like cake either.
I see. I like ice cream cake and like.
We're
Yeah,
speaking
it's
out.
good.
Anyways,
Cupcakes are okay. 'Cause
Eh,
they're not-
cupcakes are
they're-
too cakey
The
though.
They're-
anti-cake people
not
can
enough.
stop talking now.
Anyway.
Ice cream cake is fantastic.
Yes.
So, yes. That we can all
It's not
agree
cake. It's ice cream.
It's just
I'm
like
not talking
there's too
from,
much like the fluff. It's just too.
on. Yeah, no, it's
Too
it's
much.
Just, it's just everything.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sponsor.
All right. Want high quality clothing that's eco-friendly? Then the Great North Apparel is for you. Made from organic cotton and bamboo that is extremely soft. They're also doing their part for the environment. 10% of the profits they receive goes towards conservation efforts around the world. So if you want some comfy clothes while helping the environment, go to www.thegreatnorth.net and use code JKTRadio at checkout for 30% off your order.
Petition to name this character like announcer Steve.
Sure, he doesn't have a name.
You know what? Yeah, now when we do an ad read, we're just going to summon announcer Steve.
All right, sounds perfect. I love it.
Yes. Announcer Steve and Barnabas.
Oh, that's a combo.
God, imagine Barnabas doing doing a sponsor read at some point.
Oh,
That's
dear.
a
That would
dangerous,
be
dangerous land.
Far too
If
sexual.
we ever got sponsored by like
Adam and Eve.
the
an
dragon
adult
thing.
toy company or
Drag
like something.
Bad
Bad
Dragon.
Bad dragon.
Oh no!
Yeah, there you go.
See, my first
That's
thought was
Barnabas
That's
sponsor.
no.
read.
But my first thought was Adam and Eve
Oh god,
Oh
no.
yeah, there's that too.
or Early to Bed. I watched too many like trans YouTubers.
So anything sexual, Barnabas does the ad
Yeah,
read. It
there we
seems.
go.
That's a dangerous land.
Well,
It is a
It is a
dangerous,
dangerous
land.
land.
Do you want to summon Barnabas for a sexual ad read?
yes.
Yeah,
No,
Who
we don't have
doesn't?
one.
I'm extremely curious how that would sound.
Okay, and I love how we still have no context for who Barnabas is.
Barnabas will be summoned one day.
One day you will
One
know
day-
who Barnabas
One day
is.
you will know who Barnabas is, but
So-
today is not that day.
At least we
That day
don't.
when we find something to play house party on.
Oh god.
That is that day.
That is that day.
Hey, at least we
If you
haven't.
want to know what we're talking about, go subscribe to our JKT Gaming channel.
Yeah.
We have some things up there now. You should check them out.
And we
It's
are
great.
going to
We've got
have some
more
more
things.
We're going to have many more things. We
It's
have
good.
a lot of plans for the future.
Oh god, it's just at least Barnabas is still better than Savage.
Okay, that's just a different kind of kink, though.
Yeah, true,
That's-
but at least one of them is
I-
alive.
Different
This is
kind
true.
of. Savage is alive.
Yes,
Confused
Savage
and
is.
So
Don't
you know
be.
how Kira has Barnabas?
Yes.
Devin has Savage.
Yes.
Savage is Danny DeVito.
Yes.
Savage is Danny DeVito who fucks corpses.
Yeah. So, okay.
Oh, I love
So,
it.
context
No,
for
no, no,
this.
no.
No-
There's
no context.
He lives in the land of Barnabas now.
Yes,
Nope.
this is true. Okay. And he also
And
he,
then
he has the voice. He has the voice of Danny DeVito.
And then there's Twig.
Twig. I love Twig. Twig is
a special cat.
kitty. Good Twig.
I love how we did that at the same time.
Should we go on to topics? More topics now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's
talk
move
about more
away
topics.
from the
Let's see
kinky
what's
crew.
going
What do
on.
we got?
I have.
We're moving away from kinky crew.
There we go.
Anyway,
Devin has something.
I have a thing.
Okay.
So I just like a couple, like basically yesterday. Yeah, no, it was yesterday. I rewatched Avengers Endgame, and it just kind of got me thinking. Because do you guys kind of remember? Because it wasn't that long ago when the movie came, like before the movie was coming out, how when they were advertising it, they couldn't say anything about it, literally anything, because like
Mostly Tom Holland.
Yeah, mostly Tom
Mainly
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yes, I know I called him Tom Holland. For some reason, I think it's funny. It's not funny, but I think it is. But it's something I've been noticing with like the Rise of Skywalker coming out. It's like people are interviewing the cast, and it's like, well, shit, we can't really talk about anything with this movie because like someone's going to consider it a spoiler. Which just got me thinking, what's been the worst thing for like movies, TVs, gaming? What's been the worst thing you guys have had spoiled for you? Because if you guys want, I can go first because I have an answer because it's actually kind of funny.
Oh, I have an answer too for that.
So for me, it was right before The Force Awakens was coming out.
I think we have the same one.
Yeah.
I
I think we do too.
But okay, mine takes a turn because it's a I got spoiled, but not spoiled at the same time. It's complicated because the way a lot of these movies get released is really weird. It's like the U.S. and Canada are like the last place to get it. So like The Force Awakens had come out in like Europe and in other places like a week or so before it came out everywhere else. So like reviews were coming in, and I was like, okay, stay off the internet. Which, of course, you know how that, goes. So, of course, I was on the internet. And I was going through... And, again, I do pride myself as this was the only thing I had spoiled for me. But it was major because some asshole had found a really grainy picture of Han Solo getting fucking stabbed. And just put it in a random comment section on a random Facebook page that had nothing to do with Star Wars. Because I was just going down and I was like, what the fuck? But the thing is, when I saw it, it was such shitty quality. I literally thought, I was like, oh, that's got to be Photoshopped. There's no way they have the balls to kill off Han Solo.
Oh, yeah.
So then...
I wish mine was low quality.
So then, I get down in the theater, and I think we were, apart from Kira and you, Chris, we were all there. Like, us three were there in the theaters watching it.
Yeah, because this
that
was
the first time I met you.
Yeah, that was before you even knew who I was.
Yeah, this was the first time I met Trevor.
Too.
Was when we went to see Force
my God,
Awakens.
all those years ago.
Like, it was great because it was literally like a bunch of us.
Wasn't Spandex Man before Force Awakens?
Sorry?
Nope.
It was after.
That was
it
after.
after?
It was
Because
after.
I was dressed up as Kylo Ren that year.
I'm so sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah. And it gets there, and I'm suddenly realizing as the movie's going, I'm like, oh shit, they're going to kill off Han Solo. And I'm like, oh shit, I got spoiled. And I didn't even, I saw a spoiler, and I was like, Uno reverse card. I don't even acknowledge you. But it turns out the internet was right.
Yeah, see, mine was basically the same thing, except it wasn't a picture. I was literally, like, those, like, Foursquare memes that they do where it's like...
Oh.
I don't even...
Like the Drake meme or something?
No, not like a Drake meme, but there was, like... It's, like, 4 things, and I don't even remember... Oh, like, so it was, like, 4 pictures of spoilers. So, like, literally spoilers on a car.
Oh.
And then there was one that was just, like, Han Solo dies.
Yeah.
And I was just like, ha, that's funny. Like, the obvious... Like, internet sucks, but that's obviously not going to be a thing. I mean, I kind of had a feeling it was a thing, but I was also like, no.
Yeah.
I'm
won't
gonna
do
pretend.
that.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't see that. I'm not gonna acknowledge that because I refuse to be spoiled for this. And then I see them get into the middle of the thing, and I'm like, fuck.
Well, it's like, because it's one of those things, because again, I think I realized when I was watching about halfway, it was basically when he says goodbye to Leia, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna die. But then when they go onto that bridge, I was just like, well, someone's going off of that bridge, and I don't think it's gonna be their new character that they've spent time developing. So, sorry, Harrison Ford.
They spent time developing that?
Kind of.
Oh, yeah.
They tried.
I want to say my spoiler.
Yes.
Because it still pisses me off to this day. So this is when Game of Thrones. like last season came out, and luckily I had been caught up enough that I had watched like the second last episode, but like we were waiting for the last episode to premiere, and I think this was like either during its premiere or like an hour afterwards. And I go onto BuzzFeed.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about that one.
I didn't even look down or anything. I just decided to go on to the main page, and then luckily this wasn't like the top article, but it was in like the 4 top ones, and it had a picture of Daenerys, I think, and then it said in the headline, "Wow, this is how Jon Snow kills Daenerys." In the fucking headline of this article,
Jesus.
like, are you shitting me? I had gone onto the app for like 5 seconds, just looked, like, didn't even scroll down. It was just on the front there, and then it just says like, "This is how Jon Snow kills Daenerys." It was like,
thanks.
Fuck you.
Well, it's just you had made it so far.
Yeah.
This was like I think either an hour after the first episode, like that episode had premiered, or during its premiere or something. I can't remember.
I had something else spoiled for me. I can't even remember, but I remember I just remember being very, or I think it might have been an Endgame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, it was Endgame because it was like an hour before we were supposed to go see it, and then I see just like something that says like Tony Stark dies or whatever, and I'm just like, I have an hour,
Bitch.
you fucking. I'm going to not acknowledge this. I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist because it's another Han Solo. It doesn't happen. This is just something
And then
to
you
be
see
an
him
asshole.
linking up all the Infinity Stones, and you
like,
suddenly
yep.
realize, oh shit.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm like, well, all right, here we are again.
You got one, Trevor?
For your spoiler?
It's the Han Solo.
Oh, so you saw that picture as well?
Yeah.
Because I remember
But
that
it-
picture made the rounds.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a lot clearer than what you saw.
Oh yeah.
And it was so funny because like I'm just scrolling through. I was on 9gig, just scrolling through. Everything was fine, and it was like, oh shit, nope, I didn't see it.
Yeah, just solid denial.
See, I have this thing where I play with my phone constantly,
Same.
but I don't ever see spoilers. It's great. But I can tell you, I know, I couldn't tell you what it was that was spoiled for me, because there are too many.
Mm-hmm.
There are too many. I can tell you exactly who did it, though.
Ooh.
And it was my mother.
Oh.
Oh.
Because this is what my mother does. She'll be like, Kira, let's watch this movie together. I just bought it. And it'll be like a movie I hadn't seen yet. So we go out. I'll go into the living room. I'll put the movie in because she's too lazy to get up and do it herself. I will sit down. We'll watch 20 minutes of the movie. Say the ending. Always correct, by the way. She is always correct.
I remember you talked about this.
And then she will walk away.
Your mom's evil.
My mom's an asshole. Every time.
See,
Then why do you watch movies with her?
I don't anymore.
see, for the most
I
part,
don't.
I don't actually.
leave.
Yeah, I don't really mind spoilers that much most of the time. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of, especially with books, like, I actually purposefully, when things, don't touch my phone.
Yeah.
When things start to get too tense, I will go and, like, look at the last, like, chapter to make sure everything turns out okay, and then go back and read it.
On that note, reverse psychology. So, backstory, I've never read any of the Harry Potter books when they came out. Victoria knows this, and she won't get mad at me because she knows already.
I forgot. But
We all kind of looked at Victoria like, oh, here we go.
Have you read them now? Or?
Nope, still haven't done it.
Okay, well, then
Except the last one. I didn't buy the book. My mother bought it the day it came out,
Uh-oh.
handed it to me, and she says, "Tell me how it ends."
Okay.
Well,
I had no context. I think the 6th one had not even come out yet. The 5th one had just come out when the 7th book came out.
what?
Yeah, she told
Oh,
me
you
to
talking
read.
about the movie?
Yeah, the 5th movie just came out.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
she handed me the 7th book when it was released. Told me to read it and tell her how it ends.
Well, that's...
My mother's
Wow,
That's
she even just brings it
bullshit.
up
That's
herself.
I feel like that's a very loaded question. It's like, tell me how it ends. Someone's like,
Like,
well,
well,
to
where do
say
you-
how Deathly Hallows ends is to you basically have to summarize
You have to
all
read
of
the book.
Deathly Hallows.
You have to read the book.
basically I said, like, well, they go find the Horcruxes. What are that? I'm like, I don't even know because I didn't read the other ones. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
There wasn't in the 5th one.
Your mom could almost be a supervillain.
She's Umbridge.
It's my mother has accepted her fate. She is Satan. I am the spawn of Satan.
well, then
and
we've
the
acknowledged
Antichrist.
that. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
she
obvious.
knows this. Her work knows this because I will yell it across the workplace, and I have 2 bosses.
Well, hey, what better way to get your message across?
I mean,
Satan.
my mother calls me Children of the Corn. Well, with my brother, she calls us
Children of the
Children of the
Corn.
Corn.
Oh my God.
I've never seen the movie.
Well, it's better than what my mom calls me and my brother,
Bastard.
Sarah.
No, my favorite is the stand of listing every name in the house before getting to your name,
Including the dogs.
including
and the
all the
cats.
animals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nope. That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
Because I think my favorite one was Vince, Marlene, Mom, Dad, Vince, Marlene, Jason. No, Dumont, Snowcloud. And she goes to list all the animals, including my pet, my lizards.
My
I'm like,
mom's called me and my sister wants Dakota by our old dog's name. She'd be like, Vic, Chelsea, whatever your name is. Like,
Yep.
no,
Yep,
like,
pretty
like
normal.
Shaughnessy, George, like Chelsea, Dakota.
Yep.
yeah, once it gets beyond 4, I kind of just stop because I know she's calling me at this point. I stop and I lean against whatever service and just wait.
Yeah, you just gotta let her go through the names.
With like the arm on the hip and just wait.
This is why my mother just goes mother of, or like daughter of mine, as opposed to just a name. Because I should point out, every single, with the exception of like 2 people in my family, we all have like K names because our family fucking hates us.
Yeah.
Karen, Katrina, Carrie, Chris.
Yeah, nope, that's too much.
Yeah.
Are you guys Mormon or something?
I don't know.
They
That
are
was a good joke.
definitely
That was a
not
sly
Mormon.
joke.
I can confirm they are not Mormon.
My mother is too weird to be Mormon.
Yeah, fair.
Too out there.
Any-
And that was
What was that topic?
That was spoilers.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
I was
topic-
like, wait.
The spoilers,
We also
I'm
kind of
sure.
like extremely strayed from our very first one.
Well,
with
Yeah.
superstitions.
Yeah, oh, that's true.
What was that part of it?
No, we
Spoilers
went
for
from
Chris.
superstitions
Oh, no,
to
I get what
stories.
you're
We
saying now.
tangented
Yes.
from
But that's
there.
good though. That means it's not like that 1 week.
I think we
exactly.
finished the superstitions.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
we
finish.
did.
There was
Superstitions.
nothing. There was nothing to add to it, was it?
Oh, I
No.
thought-
No,
I
we
thought
we had
that
finished
more.
doing
I think
superstitions.
so.
I am kind of sad that we don't have time to watch Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and then we also did talk about story time with everybody in the
Everyone.
podcast.
that is true.
Story
That is very true.
time
I'm
with
curious how much
Ed.
time we have left.
Yeah. How much?
Got
Okay, Dead
about
Space.
Yeah, where are we at
15
for time?
minutes.
15 minutes?
Okay.
Do we have anything else to say? Or?
Well, you had topics, right?
I think I talked about all my topics.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We can talk about fish. Chrissy, talk about fish.
What do we talk about? Fish? Why?
Chrissy,
What's
talk
wrong
about
with-
fish.
what's wrong with our fish?
Nothing's wrong, but like I was talking to Kira before you guys got here about the fish and how like we wanted more, and then like I said we need to get a bigger tank.
yeah,
like, you don't have to get a bigger tank.
You definitely need a bigger tank to add any other fish in there.
That
I can say that, okay, my mother, she's obsessed with spending money. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
she is,
But
yes.
she has, like, bothered both of us. It was like, what do you want for Christmas? You have $1,000. What do you
What?
want?
Multiple times.
And I'm just like,
if I want, can I be an
No.
adopted child? Can I have a fish
Yeah,
tank?
same.
basically, yeah. But, like, so I said, she's like, all right, well, we need an air purifier.
Yes.
And she's like, all right, what else? And it was like, okay, Vic wants a new fish tank. Like a bigger one, like a 10-gallon or
Yeah,
whatever.
well,
But
10
first
gallon's
I need to
still
see if
small.
it'll fit on the desk.
It
So
will.
hold off on that.
A 10-gallon fish tank will definitely fit on the desk.
Yeah, and 10 gallons is small.
It,
Yeah, they're not
um,
that
Well, that's
giant.
5.
That's still small.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I
a
know, but
10
like,
gallon will go wider, like
Yeah.
fat.
I
It-
know.
yeah.
Like I want to make sure that there's enough.
There's definitely
there
okay.
is.
Trevor, as speaking as somebody who works
I was
with
gonna
fish
say,
tanks,
I'm gonna listen to this
you're
one who actually works
you
at
you
this
will
one.
have to clear out some space on your desk, but you will have room for it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, but you'll definitely have room
I
for
just
it.
wanted to make sure like nothing's hanging off the desk.
No.
Why, man?
Yeah.
I mean
you-
that desk is big enough. Honestly.
I will also warn you with your fish is pretty. They have a beta. I should point out.
Yeah.
And yours is
Yeah, he's a little bastard.
yeah. He's a pretty
Yeah,
aggressive
sure.
fish.
He's a
Oh,
little-
we're not gonna get more fish when we still have him.
Okay,
After
I was about to
When
say.
he's
Yeah,
gone.
no, we're gonna wait till Nubbin dies and then we'll get
Nubbin?
some other fish.
I thought his name was
That-
Gil.
That's what I'm
It
calling
is
him now.
Gil.
Okay,
No,
I'm just
I'm
gonna say
calling
like
him Nubbin.
He's besmirching our fish.
you should point. I should also point out that when you do things right, those fish can live for like 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
that's not very long.
No, but it's longer than they expect.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That's long for a fish.
No, it's not.
No.
No, it is
No, it's
not.
Goldfish can live
Like,
for
50
decades.
odd years.
Koi can live 50 years. Goldfish live about like 20,
Yeah.
something
I
like
think
that.
it still depends on the goldfish.
Yeah, true. Like
if you know
ser-
the
I
fuck you're
think
doing.
We've just been fed lies as children when we got goldfish.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
never
Like, they
ever.
only ever lasted like months.
That's because you guys put them in a fucking bowl.
Exactly.
Actually, that with,
well, we
with
didn't
my family,
fucking know any better back
with
then.
my family, we had a big tank that went on my sister. And
How
mine-
big?
Bigger than that one.
How many gallons?
The children
was
don't
6.
know.
Children don't think
I was
in
6,
gallons.
like honestly.
Yeah,
It's
I'm just saying.
America's-
'cause
Say-
Also
people's
talking about
That is
blood.
true.
What?
What?
Yeah, what did you say?
Blood?
I know exactly what
You
he's
just said
talking about. That's
Children
fine.
don't
God.
think in gallons. I'm like, unless we're talking about
I'm
blood.
gonna say the tank was half the size of my desk, as in like width, and like it was pretty big.
It's probably like a 20.
I'm gonna say at least
20.
10 or 20 gallons.
It's still
and we
small.
Had 2 goldfish in
That's
there.
way too small.
I mean, the goldfish started out like this.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
still too
I'm
small.
gonna say the goldfish didn't survive because the cats kept getting at them. So,
That would do it.
They got
so
8.
we had them for like weeks max, basically.
Thankfully, that's one thing we never have to worry about.
Yeah.
Don't do goldfish.
Don't
Okay,
do
no,
Well,
not
but
the
the
goldfish,
cat
but
getting
like the
the
cat
fish.
getting into
Cat
the
is
fish.
terrified of the fish.
Yeah, I'm just the reason why I asked those because goldfish people seem to think you can put them in small, but it's like they
No.
need like minimum for one. You need 29
Okay,
gallons.
honestly, I feel the golden rules for any living animal. It should not live in a small area to be happy and thrive.
Oh God, no.
Any animal.
Yeah.
Most of them. I'm gonna say because Kira's giving me a look here.
Oh no.
No,
I'm
we agree.
agreeing
We
with
agree.
you. You're
good.
okay.
Yeah, like any living animal, like,
except
you can,
Momo.
You can put it
It's
in
not a living
something
animal though.
smaller. It won't.
Plants are
it won't
animals.
thrive and be happy, but it'll live.
It depends though sometimes because like with like smaller habitats with like goldfish for example because they have no real digestive tract
Yeah.
they just produce so much waste and then you
They
want
nasty.
and you need like 2 filters and like 29 gallons for
Yeah,
one.
I mean, it'll still live. It won't be happy. Or
It won't live for
thrive.
very long.
Actually, I
Exactly.
will say, going back on agreeing, there are certain animals that if you give them too much space, they will freak out.
Yeah, like especially with like bearded
interesting.
dragons, if you
Bearded
start too
dragons.
small or if you
I
start too
guess
big.
like overwhelmed with space.
Yeah.
Leopard geckos.
Yeah, you can't. Leopard geckos, you only really need maximum like 20 gallons.
Yeah, max. But if you go over that, they
get stressed out.
They stress out.
Bottom line is don't put a living animal in something tiny,
Oh God,
Yeah.
no.
like a bowl. Like that's just
That's
Betas are the
can't
only
do
one that can survive in a bowl, but we
Again, you
still
can
hate it.
survive, but it won't be happy. It won't thrive. in the environment, so.
If we
can,
go
depends.
back in myths, if the fish bowl, like the origination
hate
of the
those.
fish bowl,
Yeah.
you know what that was for?
What?
Transport.
It was for transport. It was actually for display during certain holidays. They would
Oh,
put them
yeah.
in the bowl to display, and they would go back in the pond.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It was just like, hey, look at my pretty fish for a
Yeah.
few hours. It goes back in the pond
Especially
now.
like
Yeah.
I think it was especially in like Japanese holidays and stuff like that.
Japan and I think parts of China.
Yeah, because
Cool.
you can't put them in a bowl
No,
like.
the bowl is for display, and then they go back in the pond.
But see people, and then it's like you got Elmo with like the bowl, like Mr. What was his?
Elmo and I know who you're talking about.
Oh,
The man in the
No, but
Elmo
he-
show.
but he also Elmo's in Elmo's world or something like that. He had like a
He
goldfish.
had a little
Actually
goldfish.
like a little goldfish in a bowl.
Yeah, and then of course there was also I think Mr. Rogers had his fish as well in a bowl that they used to feed.
I don't remember Mr. Rogers. So
Because
I'm
I
not
just remember
sure.
because there was at one point he started to say on air that he was feeding the fish because like I think a blind child or something like that could never tell if he was
That's
feeding
right.
the fish.
Oh,
I remember that.
that's
now.
adorable.
Right?
It's cute.
Can I gush about Mr. Rogers for a second?
Absolutely.
Yes.
The new movie coming out. That
Oh.
I really
That
want to see.
looks
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
With-
Apparently, Tom Hanks is actually distantly related to Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I
I
heard
believe that.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
I just,
Yeah.
My mother does not want me to see it.
Why not?
Why? What's wrong with Mr. Rogers?
Did you not know?
No. Well, there was like that.
Yeah.
Wait.
Ah,
What do you? What?
my phone went off.
Oh.
It was not in a good place. It was not in a good
Well,
place.
that's a peak.
Oh, that's funny.
I broke the podcast because my phone went off.
There's just
Just
gonna be
so
like
we're
2
clear.
straight minutes of
Oh,
peaking.
dear.
Where did
it's
that
It's a bar.
phone go off?
What do you think
In
it
the
was?
crotch. Free vibrator.
Oh man.
Essentially, essentially what it was.
Hello, Barnabas.
Oh, I think it was great. It was fantastic.
Oh, that looks so bad.
It is just a bar.
There's,
Yeah,
it's just
bad.
straight peeking.
What were we talking about?
Mr.
Mr.
Rogers.
Rogers.
Oh yeah,
Do
he
you
had.
have time though?
We have a few minutes. He had pedophile charges against him.
Oh, what?
Did he though?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I remember that
Yes.
back
Were
then.
they actually like founded or?
They were. It was dropped,
Okay.
but we don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of fishy.
It's the Michael Jackson thing all over again.
Oh,
We don't
I'll
know.
I'll just stick
You
to
didn't
Mr.
know that.
I'll just stick to Mr. Dress Up.
Oh.
It was one of the reasons I never really was watching Mr. Rogers when I was little.
I'll just stick
I
to Mr.
watched
Dress
Mr.
Up.
I never
Rogers, like,
watched Mr. Rogers,
religiously.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I had Barney.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, I hated
Yeah, I
Barney.
never got
Well, I
into
loved
Barney.
Barney, but
yeah,
I hated
fuck
Barney.
Barney. Barney
I-
sucks.
No, don't fuck
Thank
Barney.
you.
Barney.
I
See,
like dinosaurs.
I loved Barney as a kid, and then I hate him now.
See, I love dinosaurs as well.
Oh.
But I realized from a very early age that I don't like people dressed up in costumes like that.
Yeah, no, they're creepy.
Like
I hate
the
mascots.
characters in Disneyland, I hate.
Oh yeah,
I
same.
was forced. Like there's one picture of me standing beside Mickey Mouse as a child with my mom's arm like
Because you can't see their faces.
Yes. There's like deep down inside, I knew it was just a sweaty person in a giant Mickey Mouse outfit that didn't want to be there.
It's terrifying.
Even when we were at the mall, actually, a few weeks ago, there was Santa there, and Trev
yeah.
glared at Santa.
Oh yeah.
Walking up the
Yeah,
escalator.
they did like a big old giant extravagant entrance.
I've got
I guess he was
worse.
coming in.
Santa was there, man.
I've got-
And like after all that, and like Vic's just like, oh yeah, I guess Santa's here, and he was like, yep, and he can stay there.
Yeah, it's okay. At work, so every now and then we have these fundraising things, and it's like Chance the dog or something like
yeah,
that.
the dog. I love the dog.
And they have the fucking mascot costumes that we have to walk around in, and it's always somebody, one of us, and I'm just like, I hate that thing. I want it to die.
Yes.
I want to burn the costume.
At the PetSmart we were at, I've only ever seen the dog once, and it was one of the employees I talked to, and he had just taken off his hat. I'm like, oh my god, this is so adorable.
Wait, who was it? No, it's yours. A different store.
Yeah, I'm on the North
I
Shore.
keep
mate.
forgetting that you're not going to my store. But yeah,
North Shore, mate.
I hate that costume so much.
I got so excited, and I got him I gave him a hug, and I was like, this is so adorable. You're so soft. And he's like, yeah.
I
we're
mean,
going-
but you're also just basically a child.
I am a child. But then in the pet store, because my brother with me, and he likes to spite me.
Yes.
He yelled his favorite phrase to yell at me,
Oh no.
which was fucking furry.
Says him.
He can say that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm Barnabas.
Fair enough.
I'm Barnabas. That is all the explanation you need.
And one day that story will be told, but not today.
No, there will not.
Actually, I think we should be pretty close now.
we're about done.
I think we're about there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pizza should be here soon.
Yeah,
Pizza
it's
should.
on its way.
yeah.
I just checked.
So we want to tell you to subscribe to JKT Gaming as well as JKT
As well
Radio.
as this one, yes.
Go check out
Well,
the clothes.
yeah, the cloak.
Yes, the
No,
Great
not
North
cloak.
Apparel.
Yes, that one. My brain's a dumb.
The link will be down in the description. Make sure you use the code.
It's always there with the code beside it in
Yep.
case you forget and you don't want to search through the podcast. But you know what? You should do that.
Also, check out
Absolutely.
Trevor's music. I
Trevor's
think.
music's
Yeah, I
there.
have new stuff coming out hopefully before the end of the year. It's going to be exciting.
You say that every podcast.
Yeah.
I know, but I can confirm it'll be out before the end of the year.
Do we
Sure.
have it now?
I don't have it yet,
Then it's.
but I can confirm it will be out before the end of the year.
I'm so proud of you. Devin has things.
Yes.
We still have boobs stuff down there
Yes.
too.
Boobs will join us
He has
again at some
things.
point.
He will be
Uh,
back.
Maybe.
Jason also
He
has stuff down
He
there.
has his things down there as well.
And I don't have things down there.
Wait, what
but
about your Red Light
You know
Gaming?
what? I'm gonna put it down there.
Yeah, you should put your
Oh,
things
there
down
you go.
there.
So my things are down there too.
Yay.
Go watch us play
We can all
Pokemon.
put our
And
things
eventually
down there.
Victoria and I will have things to put down there, but
Sure.
never today.
Whatever we do.
I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
do something.
We'll do
Uh,
something and it'll be
something.
down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so
hair and makeup tutorials.
No,
I don't
God,
know.
no.
please no.
God.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, you do have to stop the recording. You can't just pull the plug out. That's going to peek the shit out of everything.
Oh, actually, you know what? It didn't. Really?
Wow.
I just
Did-
turned.
Why, hello there. Do you like to see chunky boys beating the shit out of skimpy ladies? So do I. Now let me tell you where you can watch this. The JKT Radio Gaming YouTube channel. To find this, go to the JKT Radio Podcast channel. Go to the featured channels on the sidebar. It's literally the only one there. Click it. It's glorious. Lick it if you must. But click it. And then you can watch us play video games all the time. And beat skimpy ladies as the chunkiest boys. Goodbye.